Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm inside the Jeep. Tried taking this video outside. It is way too windy and couldn't hear anything. Today is our most monumental day so far in this build. Today is the day that we are setting the posts for the foundation. It's the day, if I can be honest with you here, it's the day that I've been most excited about and the day that I've been dreading the most and had the most anxiety about. Super happy, obviously, with the location and the privacy and all that kind of stuff back in the woods. So you're probably wondering, why am I dreading it? Well, there are certain days in a build like this that are very physical. There are certain days in a build like this that are very mental. Today is a day that is both. As you have seen in the videos or have picked up on maybe, we are building on a ridge. And the ridge, the highest point of the ridge that we live on is directly behind the cabin. And so as it comes down, as the slope of the land comes down, that means that each one of our posts is going to have to be a different height as it comes out of the ground to make the cabin level. I do not have thousands of dollars to buy Theodophile or I don't even know what the survey equipment is called. And I don't have the money to buy that. So we're going to do it the old-fashioned way with a level and some spare wood, spare 2x4s. We're going to set one post, and that one post is what we're going to work everything off of. Since that's the building block of this entire build, you can see why it's a little nerve-wracking. If I don't get that one post right, the whole thing's off. But I think I'll be fine. I have been waiting for a couple nice days on a weekend. Have not had them, and I am ready to go. So we have two 50 to 60 degree days here in Western North Carolina. And so I took a couple days of vacation and, well, a single day of vacation, and we are going to put this thing in today. I'm on my way to the store right now to buy the bags of concrete that we need to set this up. And then I'm going to head back to the woods. And we've had a couple snowstorms. We've had many rainstorms since I've dug those holes out, and those all need to be cleaned out. So let's get to work. So what we're going to start with is some gravel at the bottom of the hole, and we do that for a couple reasons. One, there's a lot of clay, as you can see in these holes, and so we want to do a base that will actually bond really well with the cement when we pour it in there. It'll also allow us to level the post a little bit easier than just in the mud. So we put some down in the hole, and then we use our post to actually level it. And that should create a good holding point for the post. So as you can see, we have braced our first board. This is not going to be the final level here, but this is the final height. What we need to do now is make sure that this board is level with the end. We're going to do that by moving over to the second hole. We're going to drop this spare 2x4 in the hole. I'm going to set this board, which is our floor joist, here. We're going to figure out where the level is. We're going to figure out where the level is. And then mark this for the bottom. So we're pretty level there. So my mark is right there. So now that we are back in my shop, we bring this to the bottom and make that level, make it flush. Got it? And then we go to my mark, and then I mark where I mark there. I set my 2x4 aside, And what I do is just make a mark there. Now, my saw is not going to be deep enough to cut this all the way. So I'm gonna have to cut it on both sides, probably all 4 sides. So let's do it. Whoops. There we go. So now that this side over here, I've done the same thing. We leveled it up and down. We leveled it across. And now I've already sunk a screw into this one on the outside. I'm going to screw a screw onto the other side. That's not the final. So if everyone's worried that I'm only putting 1 screw in each post, we'll actually go back and secure it, but we'll do that when we're done so that we can make everything square. So we set the second post, then we set the third post. Look at the height difference there. It's pretty crazy. Cool view of the mountains though. And then now we are at our 4th hole. So this one's a little more tricky because this board, which is loose, and this board, which is loose, they both need to be level. The good news is we moved our 2x4 and that's the same exact line for both of them. So that's exactly right. That's the height of our 4th. Let's go make a cut. And just like that, we have the rough platform. It is up. All 4 corners are level. Now what we need to do is make sure it's square. So we'll do that by measuring from one end, one corner to the opposite corner and making sure they're even. $173. $174. So in case you didn't hear that, we are 1 inch off. So we have one hole, that one, that has been my problem hole the whole time. When we originally put it in, we had to put it all the way to the inside, like I dug my hole wrong, and we all know I don't make mistakes. So, so what we are gonna do is we have some gravel. We're just gonna shift that wall down about a ½ inch, and then we should be exactly right. Perfect. All right, well, we have set our posts. We have squared it from corner to corner. I have set stabilizers, firmed these up, made sure that every post was square and level going across, as well as level on top. And this is it, folks. We're to the concrete. So the process is actually in my opinion, they stole it from my dad, because he used to do this in the 80s with regular Quikrete. But the red bags of Quikrete, this stuff, you're supposed to pour it in the hole and then add the water, which is what my dad used to do anyway. So I think they stole it from him. So we'll stick with that, because this stuff wasn't invented yet. But this is literally it. We literally pour this in. For every bag, a 50-pound bag, you do 1 gallon of water. It's a little bit colder, so I warmed the water up a little bit, which is recommended. And we'll make sure the water gets through there with a pipe. And then that's it. So let's get this in here. Once we get this all set up, we will pour some dirt on top. One of these containers is a half a gallon, so 2 containers. And one down, 3 to go. Maybe a little bit more, about that much. All right. And we are done for the day. What we didn't record was Allie and I alternating for another half hour to an hour with shoveling and then tamping and then shoveling and then tamping. Left a little bit at the top. We're supposed to have another sunny day tomorrow. I might go out there, clean that up, or if not, I'll need to wait till the weekend, but we don't have any more rain in the forecast, so we should be okay. But yeah, that kind of concrete takes, according to the bag anyway, takes about 4 hours to set up. It's specifically 4 posts like that, and be able to put stress on it after those 4 hours. It was setting up in the holes right after we did it, so it's pretty powerful stuff. Next weekend, probably what we're going to start doing is hanging the joists, and then we're ready to put a floor on after that. So moving right along. I said I wouldn't probably do a lot of things like this anymore, because where the part of the woods that we're at, there haven't been a lot of people for maybe ever. But we found something in the lawn today. It is a lighter. We originally thought it said USMC, United States Marine Corps, but it just says SMC. Don't know what that is. Cleaned off the bottom, and it says it's made in Japan, so it's not even a Zippo as far as I know. But still kind of cool, neat things to find. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for hanging out. I know this was a little bit longer one, and but dang it, it feels good. We have a platform now, so it's all upward from here, quite literally. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Hit the like button, do all the other things if you feel like it. Helps us. Appreciate you. Catch you on the flip side.